Today, a game that makes this sport what it is, a rivalry game. For many schools and fans, it's days like today that can set your feelings about your school allegiance and provide a sense of accomplishment or dread for a very long time. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Penn State Nittany Lions. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Spartans will kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Penn State's offense will have the football first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Paul.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You have got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Snap to the back. Powers through the defender. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Direct snap. Oh, he's got some space. He's on the 40, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Penn State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Yeah, these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's out of bounds at his own 15-yard line, looking for running room and couldn't find much on that return. So Michigan State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after the...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Finds his man. It's Holland. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Spartans will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's Burgess. Starting to feel a little pressure. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they
these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Sparty's defensive front is dominating. They have a great history of doing that.
Yeah, getting after the quarterback, man. Getting off the football, getting upfield, being disruptive, being a great defense that can stop the run and find the quarterback. Man, that's what you'd like to see if you're a Spartans fan.
A third down try for the offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He'll take a shot. Picked off to stop the threat. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. On the ground, it's Everett. Got the first down and still on his feet. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The Spartans want to crank the tempo.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the...
There he goes! Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. And the Spartans come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Handoff to the lone back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Finds his big tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on 3rd down. Looking left. Just a Barishnikov move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to throw again. Snagged in the middle. It's Holland. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. And the Spartans started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce. The offense pounces back.
And they're going to head out the lineup for a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Nestled just inside that right upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back has it. Got room to work. Breaks into the open. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the day. He's been a workhorse, continue to feed him, continue to create balance in this offense. But what a nice day by this young man running the football.
Trying to beat him to the left. At the 45 on his way. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And once he got away from the knee, they had
10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looking downfield on first down. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Dances away to buy time. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Spartans will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the ball comes to rest right there.
This punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. Gives it on the option. Running into the open space. Turning it on. Trying to give them some room to work with. Stopped just short of the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 19. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. The pitch. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. All the numbers and stats will show you going for it on fourth down in this area of the field really puts pressure on a defense. Converts on fourth down, still going. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Throws for the tight end. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Oh, he's got a chance. Bust through behind his pad. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Nittany Lions trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Wants to throw. It's Burgess. Touchdown, Penn State! Quick strike through the air for the score. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Rutgers is going to walk off the field there in Piscataway with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Trying to make magic with his feet. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? And the Spartans are in the hurry up.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewed up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The deep thinking brings some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Here's the pressure. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. The Spartans will call on their punt team. Catches it at the 15. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the read. He's going to keep it. Picks up the first down. Oh, look out on the right. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
This dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
They'll give it to the back. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll go right back to the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. That's where they'll mark it down, and the next snap will come from just inside the 30-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. To throw, it's Burgess. Got his man in the middle. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback adapting. Trying to make... Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. To the air on first down. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion through.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Spartans send out the punt unit. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
And he's coming out of the end zone. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. And the Spartans will punt it away on 4th down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the punt will come to rest just inside the 30.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
Fires one high and deep. He's got it inside the 15. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll give it to him again. At the 35, he's open. He rumbles out to the 39-yard line before he's steered out of bounds. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Bringing the heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Spartans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Oh, he makes the catch. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the grab. At midfield, he's got room. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Rides to back and leaves it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Spartans decide to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Using his legs to buy some time. Makes the grab on the right. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
What a throw on 1st down in the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the...
Trying to beat the D deep. Grabs it inside the 15. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Burgess. Wide out trying to get it in. And they will score! Touchdown, Penn State!
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, you should...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They're going to open this drive with a pass. On the run, deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The give on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And to get rid of it quickly. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more, whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling the quarterback.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking downfield, it's Burgess. Finds his tight end. There he goes! All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw on first down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Lofts one high and deep. He's got it along the sideline. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He throws one to the left. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really
going for it all. Touchdown, Penn State! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. He's no stranger to the end zone. His 50th career touchdown grab.
Doesn't matter who's calling plays, doesn't matter who the quarterback is. You throw this guy's direction if you want to win games. He is a difference maker. He's one of the best in the nation. 50 touchdown catches is incredible.
It's just incredible production and just sustained production consistently week in and week out in the lineup. You know, you're going to throw him the football, you know exactly what you're going to get. What an unbelievable number to hit.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Use the play fake, down a throw. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Got it behind the line. It's Evanson. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to throw, it's Eakin. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Spartans will line up to punt it away. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the catch down the right side. Off to the races. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Spartans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
Finds his big tight end. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Nice move there. Reads it, fires complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And here comes the offense on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Klein. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Wants to throw it. A little screen to the running back. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Spartans will send out the punt unit. And this will push the offense back as they mark it dead at the 10.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the Gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
Got enough for the first down. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Rides it and reads it. keeps it. A collision, and he's stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Snap to the back. The give to the tailback. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the ride. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Well, the offense did fall on that loose football, but it won't matter much as they turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. And the Spartans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Pound 55 weak.
To the air, it's Eakin. Trying to find the end zone. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it, 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. And some room to work. And he's dragged down. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Direct snap. Look out, he's got room. Breaks into the open. He's at the and we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the running back. Breaks the tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Looking for a man. It's Eakin. Fires to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They punt it away on 4th down. And they'll just down it right there.
What a really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down, make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open field, and hey, even cause a turnover, that's just gravy.
Wildcat look didn't get much, picked up a few on that one. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. Finding an escape route. Crosses the 30. It's a seam wide open. He's at the 30. Inside. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add their total.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass. It's Eakin. He wants a big play here late. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and get them to the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Spartans will punt this one away. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Looking downfield on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes a grab for a big play. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. He'll set up to throw. Sings it complete to the right. Driving for the goal line, loose football. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And the ball falls to the ground, incomplete. The game is over, and that's just sort of how this one is gone. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, David.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That will put the wrap on things from here.